Welcome, everybody. Anybody interested? Anybody looking for Delta V Rings of Saturn kind of gameplay footage? Until I get the new channel up and running and everything kind of transitioned over, keep paying attention to But It Runs for Delta V gameplay and a few others that I am interested in. This video is going to be a strange, I'm going to call it artifact, of something the game does that I'm not quite sure what it is. Maybe the devs can take a look and give me some idea of what's going on here. I recently acquired one of my saves racing ships that you get in the game. They spawn randomly with random names, but they have I'm pretty sure they're going to always have the same hardware. This is the Bald Eagle. It's an Eagle Prospector that has been stripped down and customized for racing. It has, from what I can tell, pretty standard equipment on it, other than the fact that it's been stripped down from a normal OEM ship that exists in the vanilla game, sans mods or anything else. This section right here, I was just checking through some of the equipment and trying to get a feel for the craft in the simulator. But the simulator, perhaps I'll do a video about that in the future. Let me know in the comments if you want to see that. The simulator does not 100% correctly simulate what you might see in the rings on a dive, which is strange. So once I went through and kind of took a look at all of the equipment installed on the machine, I don't want to make any changes because this first dive, me going hunting for this weird artifact that I've seen, was just a test drive. I was just checking to see how it felt, quote unquote, in the real world. And I wanted to also, while doing that, do another thing, which was to find these weird artifacts that I see. So the sparklies in the rings in the Astrogator tab should be ship engines that are being picked up from Enceladus in the rings. If you watched closely, you saw every single one of those guys that I was looking at was moving, and that's a ship. Ships move. You apply thrust, it is bright, or it's reflective material, or whatever the in-game reason would be, which the game follows real-world physics pretty darn closely. So it's whatever the reason why you would see from a space station near Saturn sparklies in the rings when people are applying thrust. So I couldn't find one that wasn't moving very quickly, which means by the time I actually got out into the rings, given the transit time, and because you don't actually play the transit time from Enceladus to the rings, it's just a loading screen that you can sort of fast forward through a little bit. So I found one nearby when I spawned in. I jumped around a couple of times until I found a sparkly that didn't look like it was moving too crazy fast. And this section is me flying out in storm coinage, trying to catch up with or intercept this sparkly in the rings. And there's a couple of times where I have close calls. There's one where I just whacked a really nice sized piece of ice and damaged my thrusters. We'll see that here in a minute. Storm coinage, it feels strange to me coming from the Model E. The Model E being the other sort of racy ship that exists in the vanilla game. You can also see I'm going quite fast, so it's no wonder that I whack a rock here in a minute. This is, in the Model E, this is about what I travel at, but this is what I travel at horizontally on my 16:9 aspect ratio monitor. Going at this diagonal, I have slightly less visible screen real estate, so I probably should not have been. I think I discussed this during this whole flying sequence, but the audio was kind of scuffed, so we just scrapped it and I did this voiceover. You'll get some of the not great audio here coming up once we get out of the time lapse. But you can see there, regularly check the astrogator tab to figure out where we are in relation to the sparkly, where the sparkly is in relation to us, whatever perspective you would like to view it from. And yeah, there's my nice damaged RCS thrusters. And I do like this, I believe this is the Bald Eagle Racing HUD. I like it because it shows you your reactor temp as a running graph. I think that's very nifty. And then me changing direction and looking at other things, not paying attention, I'm smacking into more rocks. And as we home in on our prey, we also start checking the pilot tab to see if we get any contacts, any hits. And as we near the end of the time lapse here, we will hand you back off to past Ryan so that you can get some scuffed commentary, and hopefully I don't hit any more rocks. Fingers crossed. Okay, should be right here. So on. Okay, so we're stopped. Okay, the sparkle is back that way. You also notice, not there. Oh, that's not good. Also nothing in the pilot tab. Here. Aha! Well, making me look like a liar because now there actually is something. Oh, dead bodies. Dead bodies. That's fantastic. I wonder if that's what that other spawn was. But I didn't give it time for the spawn to spawn. Because I flew right past it and they weren't there. I flew right past this thing. Maybe I just didn't give it enough time to actually spawn. Um... Yeah, or no. That's also weird. It takes a while for the things that disappear sometimes. See? There's still a sparklet. Okay. Go find that sparklet. It had to have come from somewhere, right? A ship? Maybe that's the ship that destroyed them? Okay, it's just above me. No more engine, right? On my visual feed. Sparkly just above me. So, okay. My engine has died down. Sparkly just above me, and I've passed it. So, my engine has died down. Check again. Sparkly. Okay. Pilot tab. Nothing. See if this one does it to me. Oh, that's why it's hard to turn. That venting out the side there. Okay. Sparkling. Still just above me. Sparkling. Like. No more my engine. Venting thing could stop that. No more my engine. We're about right on top of it. Almost. Almost. And it doesn't appear to be moving. Or if it is, it's moving very slowly because we're only going 26 meters a second. Cow speed. Okay. Still just up to the right a little bit. Just up to the right, just a bit here. Okay, that's almost dead center. Nothing on LiDAR. Which, granted, obfuscation due to being behind something obvious. But the bit that's getting me, right, is it is now below me. Okay, so if I come around, I come to a complete stop. I turn everything off. So, okay, there's a sparkly, right? We're just about dead straight on top of it. Turn off the ship, right? Still a sparkly. We're gonna need the computer for this guy. Which, will the computer boot up without? Yeah, boot up without. Does it just drain the capacitor? They don't have a reactor. I don't know how it would be running without the. Whatever. Yeah, nothing in there. No sparkly here, which is interesting to me. Right? Get rid of that reactor leak. Nothing in here. But there is definitely a sparkly there. It's like just to the right of us. Let's turn the engines back on. Up and to the right. Tells me that it's moving. I didn't actually spend this time sitting still, seeing where the thing was in relation to me. I kept trying to fly around and figure out where it was. That actually looks like it's moving, doesn't it? Okay. Oh, looks like it's moving quick now. Yep. 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 Eh. Lovely. Get power back. No, if you don't turn it on, you can't. I'm smart. Shut up. Leave me alone. So. Yeah, see, there's my sparkle up here. There's another big sparkle. But it's not in the visual feed. Very strange to me. My sparkle shows up in the... There goes that Fallout menu music again. Maybe there is some weird, like, stealth thing going on. That looks like it's transiting just above me. Right? Yeah, now it's to the right of me. Funny business going on here. Where are you at, thing? There's no contact. There's no... It is kind of acting like it's trying to stay out of my vision. Because there's definitely a sparkly there. Yes, computer. I want you to stop, not go nuts. Okay. And maybe that's the reason for the small vision cone. Hold on. A bit more. See anything? Anything? Moving. There's gotta be some, like, I don't know. Devs have already said they don't want to put aliens in, but like, definitely still like just a what is above me. There's something right on top of it. Guten Tag, Sana. What's going on? Which I was gonna say maybe it should be Good Morgen, but no, it's Guten Tag. Guten Tag, Fit. I'm trying to figure out what this. So the game is released. It is as far as I can tell, it's in proper full release mode. In the Discord, I've asked questions, and what I'm seeing is this sparkle. It means there should be something here, like an engine sparkle in the rings of Saturn. And I've been flying around now. I smashed into some rocks, so it's a bit difficult. I don't have maintenance drones on this ship. There should be something around here somewhere. It says it's like right over here. But there's no hits. What? Huh? Now it's up here. What's going on? And I don't know if this is like just some weird bug of the game, or if this is intended gameplay. Why did I get danger music? Gave me danger music. If I could maneuver easier, this would be a lot simpler. I feel like right over here. I feel like it's running from me, whatever the heck it is. I just passed it. Right here. Gotta be a bug. So if I come to a complete stop, my thruster's off. Like just to the right of me. Can't zoom in any further. That's as close as you can zoom. So it should be like here. I am almost out of fuel doing all this. What if? Oh. What? Oh, I have a real contact. Do this stuff for a minute. Have a dialogue happen. There's a heartbeat that I hear in the music too. I don't know if my mic picks that up. Nope, it does not. Ooh. See if they have any mercenary money on their head. Get a few bucks. There's nothing. There's nothing. It says there's a thing. Nothing. So I'm recording this. I'll clip out just this